Struggle Jennings' El Camino tour is coming to Branson on October 18th live at the Star Concert Hall, and the singer joins me now via Zoom. Struggle, how's it going?
It's going amazing. Ready to come to Branson.
Yeah, well, we're excited to have you. So let's start with this. You've had an incredible life journey, but also a budding music career over the last few years. So, how'd you first get started in music, and who are some of maybe your influences?
Well, I started making music or writing music 27, 28 years ago. Ever since I was a kid, I knew that that's what I wanted to do, and I had the passion for it and the burning fire inside to write and record music. So I started really early. Like most people, writing poems as a kid, and then it turned into music and had a lot of obstacles and a lot of detours. But I'm here now and enjoying it and not taking it for granted.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, your album El Camino was just released earlier this year. So, tell me about putting together this album.
Well, this album was really special because it's my first full length country album. I'd been rapping for years and mixing the two genres, and this is really the beginning of the next era of my life and my career, and it was just super special. El Camino means the journey. My dad had an El Camino when I was born, and so there was just a lot of significant pieces that brought this album about. And I really dug down to the roots and found the sound, what I wanted to say, and I put it all into this album, and I'm super proud of it. And it's just the beginning.
Yeah. Would you say, it makes me think when you say kind of, digging into your life in a lot of ways, would you say making this album was like therapeutic or healing in any way for you?
Oh yeah, well, that is my therapy, and I'm blessed to make the type of music that is also therapy for others. That's been part of my brand and my whole journey is just being transparent, digging deep, and bringing those emotions out, telling those stories, and showing people that regardless what you're going through or what you've been through, you can get through it. You're gonna get through it, and you can make it out, and you can chase all your dreams, and you can succeed in it.
Yeah, I love that. I love that music has the opportunity to inspire other people. So, congratulations are in order because I know June of this year you performed at the Grand Ole Opry, and in that you were also officially inducted into the historic venue. So, I want to know firstly what it's like to get to perform, and then in addition to get to join the ranks of so many icons before you.
Oh, it was amazing. I can't even really describe the feeling. When you walk out there into that circle, uh, you just feel the energy. There's almost like this force that almost stops you from walking in.
Mm.
You're like walking in, and it's like so powerful. The feeling is that you got to kind of stop and take a breath before you step into that circle. So it was amazing. It was such an honor, and they've been incredible. Uh, just as soon as you walk in the place, you feel the love and the history and everything that comes along with the Grand Ole Opry. And yeah, it was one of the best times of my life, and super excited.
Yeah, well,
Super.
congrats again on that. So I know that you've worked closely with friends of yours in country music like Jelly Roll and Brantley Gilbert. So anything you feel like that maybe you've learned, oh my gosh, learned from them that's potentially made you a better musician?
Oh, for sure. Watching them in their journeys. Jelly's been my best friend for over 20 years. So seeing his growth and seeing where he's been able to take this whole thing has been so inspiring. And then getting around somebody who's been in the business successfully for a long time, like Brantley, and watching the way that he moves and his team moves and just how they handle things. And, it's definitely been super inspirational in letting me know it's possible, as well as showing me how to handle it when I get there.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We all need those friends to kind of help us along the way. So I know
Yeah.
that you recently became tied to the Sound Sobriety Addiction Rehab Clinics as the face of it. So kind of tell me what that means to you.
Yeah, well, it's been amazing. I've lost a lot of loved ones, including the mother to my children, to drug overdoses, and I've buried so many friends, and it's such a terrible, terrible epidemic in our country. And so I wanted to give back, and being a survivor from that, and being somebody who had a run in with drugs and went to prison and made a lot of bad decisions, and overcoming that and being able to give that back has been amazing. And we started Sound Sobriety because we had a mission and we have a vision, and we want to bring, as you said, the music therapy aspect into it by bringing singers and songwriters into these facilities and teaching the people who are going through our rehabilitation services how to put their emotions, their feelings, and their stories into song form. And then they leave and they'll be a registered songwriter, and they'll have that opportunity to not only have that other outlet to get their stuff out, but also to pitch their songs and hopefully make a career out of it as well.
Yeah, what an incredible resource available to people. So, as you said, your music's therapy, and I think people here are ready to experience that. So tell me what our viewers can expect from your show here in Branson in a month or so.
Oh, it's a roller coaster of emotions. We come out rocking and we get everybody up and moving, and then I tell my story throughout the entire set. Talking about what I've been through and the highs, the lows, and all the in betweens, and leaving them with a story of redemption and with some hope, and letting them know that, like, wherever you're at tonight in this show, you're good, you're okay. Get up tomorrow and write the best chapter of your life. So it's super fun, it's rowdy, and there's a lot of emotional moments in it. So it's definitely a something nobody wants to miss. And it's in Branson, and Branson's one of my favorite cities. When I was a kid, my grandpa Waylon used to come to Branson a lot. We used to stay at the Big Cedar Lodge outside of town, or one of the places right in town. So I have a super strong connection with Branson. I can't wait to get back there.
Yeah, that's what we all love about Branson here too, is everyone has some kind of like nostalgic connection back to the town. So my final question for you, anything, that you want to share with our viewers that's maybe ahead for you in the future, aside from touring, of course, something maybe you still want to achieve?
Yeah, well, I've got so much. I've got almost 3 albums finished completely right now. I got the tour striking off that I'll be in Branson, and we're just getting started. I've got a lot more music coming out. Got some acting gigs that I'm working on right now, so I'm just getting started, and there's a lot coming ahead. So stay tuned.
Yeah, they got to stay tuned. All right, well, Struggle Jennings at the Star Concert Hall in Branson, October 18th. Thanks so much for taking the time to speak with me. We can't wait to see you here live in the 417.